afternoon baseball from one of the best ballparks around, Oriole Park in Baltimore. Opening day for the 2014 season between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2014 Baltimore Orioles.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox, as John Farrell's guys will line up like this. They'll match up against the Guadalajaran-born right-hander Miguel Gonzalez. Dustin Pedroia will dig in and take his first cuts of the new campaign. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Markakis is there, and Pedroia's gone to open up the ball game. So the leadoff man retired here to kick off the brand new season. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jonathan Herrera digs in at the plate. Bases are empty, one man out. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Boy, really making him work now as the seventh pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, designated hitter,
David Ortiz will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Out of play off to the right. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And now he scales the wall and makes an unbelievable catch.
Oh, and you know, apart from that scoreboard in right field, the outfield wall here in Baltimore is only about 7 feet high all the way around. Definitely tailor-made for guys to jump up there and rob home run balls. And look at the play he makes here to bring this one back.
Mike Napoli will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Full count now. 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Daniel Nava will take his first cuts of the ball game here. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And they run one in on him here as this is on the ground to second base. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on opening day after this. And there you see how Buck Showalter's Orioles will line things up. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star John Lester. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him. Jamal Weeks will be the batter. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called the ball twice in a row.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. The 3-1 coming from Lester. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Waiting on it is Gomes, and he's got it 2 away.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Chris Davis will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Fouled back. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. After 1, no score. A.J. Pierzynski leads things off now in the top half of the second. And this is fouled back and out of play. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. And that misses 2 and 2. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2 and 2. Now another 2-2. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Will Middlebrooks will step in now. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. One there. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
Batting 8, right fielder, Shane Victorino.
Shane Victorino will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Pitch home to Victorino. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing for Boston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Adam Jones will start things off in the bottom of the second. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Now here's the pitch. And here's the ball out towards straightaway center field. Gomes is there, and he has it for the first out.
Dangerous count right there, 3-1. Dangerous pitch, too. He comes with the fastball, but he's going to live to tell about it as he gets him to loft an easy fly ball.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. Middlebrooks down at third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Luckily, the right fielder gets it in quickly, though, so there'll be no further advance.
And it goes without saying, but how well this team plays defensively is going to say a lot about how they fare this year. They made it a big priority in spring training, so you hate to see them start making errors here on opening day.
Delman Young will be the batter. Runners off for second. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And the Orioles have their first hit of the ball game.
Batting seventh, catcher.
Matt Wieters will dig in, a switch hitter batting right. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. There's Herrera for one. On to Napoli, and they get two here to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from Baltimore after this. Johnny Gomes will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow. Now this is swung on and sent out to Jones in center field. And he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Here he comes on 2-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop, Jonathan Herrera.
Jonathan Herrera will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Payoff pitch coming. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Manny Machado will dig in to start it out for the Orioles, to be followed by Nolan Reimold. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And there's your first out of the inning.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
One away. Here's Nolan Reimold, the DH. The 1-1 now to Reimold. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Jamal Weeks will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And Victorino will make the catch, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. David Ortiz will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Here he comes on 2-2. And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And Davis will win the race to the bag for the putout.
And I kind of think even in a normal defensive alignment, he probably makes this play. But here you can see him playing close to the line because he's got backup in the form of his second baseman. And it winds up a fairly routine ground out to first.
Mike Napoli will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Daniel Nava will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Now the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Nick Markakis gets set to start things out here for Baltimore. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Under it is Gomes, and he'll take it for the first out.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Look into Pierzynski, the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now a fastball smashed into the alley in right center, and this will get down for extra bases. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
A man at second with 1 down. And standing in, the fine center fielder, Adam Jones. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. And this is blocked that time by Pierzynski. Good reactions there. And looked like the cut fastball there as it's hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Gomes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, we're still looking for that first run of the ball game. Thought for a second this might be it, but it just didn't have enough steam behind it.
J.J. Hardy will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the block.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More opening day baseball coming up following this. A.J. Pierzynski will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Leadoff man retired, and here's the third baseman, Will Middlebrooks.
Come on up!
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Come on, throw it by him!
Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo home run off the bat of Will Middlebrooks. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
If these guys are going to have any chance to repeat as world champs, they're going to need a big year out of this guy right here. And he comes through there with his first bomb of the year.
Shane Victorino will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Here's the 1-1 now to Victorino. Fouled straight back. And this is taken by Victorino to even the count at 2-2.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Pitch home to Victorino. And a fastball here as he rides it the other way into left, a base hit.
Oh, and this ball's center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
Johnny Gomes will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
That's a base hit and a walk after giving up that home run. He's working himself right into another possible mess here.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And Pedroia swings through that one as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd out.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Jonathan Herrera. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error on the Boston line score. Off a second is Victorino. Now the pitch. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, back in standing. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. Now, after the guy before him struck out and couldn't drive the run in, he gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
David Ortiz. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Orioles. Delman Young will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they've pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
If he could have been just a little more patient there, would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
1 gone in the inning. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. On to first, and Wieters is set down now, 2 away.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado will dig in. He popped out his first time. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And it won't end the inning as it's thrown away.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Nolan Reimold will try it again. He flew out his first time. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Knock it out, dude.
Here's Lester now on 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And the flip over to Pedroia covering, and that ended. Orioles leave 1. They're down 2-0. Bud Norris is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Bud Norris.
Mike Napoli will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the sixth. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the sixth.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls a strike zone. He's got himself a leadoff walk.
Daniel Nava will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally he just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. Pierzynski waiting, now the 1-1. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Hardy for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Orioles nothing. Jamal Weeks will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Here we go, Orioles!
Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. And this is taken in out there by Victorino for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder
Nick Markakis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw.
Here we go.
And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Herrera backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Chris Davis will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Oh, high, deep. Where will this one come down? Now that is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, if you've got power, hey, you go for it. I mean, he just keeps those hands high, drives right on through the baseball, full extension. That ball ain't coming back.
Adam Jones will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now the 3-2 pitch. And the payoff pitch here is hit on the ground down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Oh, no.
Orioles get a run thanks to the familiar home run swing of Chris Davis. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th, and this is now a 2-1. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. The defending world champs out in front as we take a look there at the game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Will Middlebrooks will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.
Go!
Here comes the 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The right fielder, number 18, Shane Victorino.
Shane Victorino will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Johnny Gomes waits on deck.
Well won by this guy.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Johnny Gomes will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And a changeup runs in on him, and he's got to duck out of the way.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Three and one now. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Here he comes, 3-1. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Young will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. J.J. Hardy will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to hunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Edward Mujica is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Edward Mujica.
Delman Young will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Give him the green light.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Matt Wieters will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And this is going to be a foul ball. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around third and being waved on home. Now the relay home, but not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied.
Well, I got to think that's going to be an unearned run. He looks like he's there in time to make this play. He just squeezes the glove too early or something. I'm not quite sure what happened, but they're going to hit him with an error.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Young leads off second, the pitch. Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Nava comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nolan Reimold.
Nolan Reimold will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Andrew Miller will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out. Jamal Weeks will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now the 2-1. On the ground down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Pedroia back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on opening day after this. Dustin Pedroia will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
You don't want to give the Sox a free base runner here to start the inning.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like one run may be enough to win this one. Jonathan Herrera will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Ready on 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Here's Weeks at second base. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Number 34, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. The 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he goes the other way with a fastball, as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there in left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Mike Napoli will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now, following the 2-out double. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Xander Bogaerts will come on now and pinch run here.
Xander Bogaerts.
Daniel Nava will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8.
Shut him down right here.
Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
This is not the first time today that he's chased out of the zone. That's why he's looking at a hat trick.
And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, as they'll need to throw down to first. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning.
A.J. Pierzynski.
A.J. Pierzynski will step in with a full house out there in what may be the pivotal at-bat of this game. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. There's a swing and a ground ball, but foul. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
Of all the ways to give up a lead, at least you want to make him earn it. Give that guy credit at the plate, though. Very disciplined. He knew that pitcher was in trouble, so he wasn't going to help him out. Winds up picking up an RBI on the bases-loaded walk.
Darren O'Day will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Will Middlebrooks will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles 2. Xander Bogaerts will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 2.
Nick Markakis will start it off for the Orioles with the ever-dangerous Chris Davis looming in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss there by Markakis, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Junichi Tazawa will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. Chris Davis will dig in. A home run his last time. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Right on the corner, 2-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
What's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Adam Jones will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail 3-2. Shane Victorino will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
The batter, center fielder.
Here you go. Let's check this out in show motion. Well, look at him pick up that front leg, bring it down to get set, and then bang! Right down the left field line. That's a great look there.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And here's the powerful Johnny Gomes. Running is Victorino. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Dustin Pedroia will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
The 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. Here's a drive now out into right center field. No shot for Jones or Markakis, as this is going to get all the way to the wall. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box camp. You can see the two outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Troy Patton will take over now with one away in the top of inning number 9.
Troy Patton.
Jonathan Herrera will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. Pedroia off of second, and the pitch home. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now a pickoff play at second. Runner back standing. And this is fouled back and out of play. One out and a runner on second base. Full count, 3-2. What a good at-bat with the runner in scoring position as this is into right center. That's a base hit. Throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will bat here. No official at-bat, but he's scored a run thus far. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot with his swing right there, but at the very least, he does move that runner up 90 feet now with 2 away.
Xander Bogaerts will stride to the box as he gets ready for his first AB of the year. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Payoff pitch one more time. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox lead it. Koji Uehara is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 19, Koji Uehara.
J.J. Hardy will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Hardy not biting at that one as the count goes to 2-1 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
When you're down by a handful of runs, a leadoff walk is a definite blessing. If nothing else, it's a good first step towards trying to get back in this ball game.
Delman Young will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Nobody out, runner on first. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Matt Wieters will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Fouled back. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. There to take it is Middlebrooks, and that's out number 2.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Manny Machado will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
A 2-1 offering. And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And this is into the bleachers in left, a home run. A two-run home run for Manny Machado. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. He's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Quentin Berry will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 34, Quentin Berry.
Full count pitch on its way. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Boy, if there's one thing you don't want to do when you're an out away from sewing up the ball game, this is it. Now you put the tying run on base, so all it'll take is a ball in the gap to even this thing up.
Jamal Weeks will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time with it.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
2 out with the man at first. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Nick Markakis will stand in now with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the ninth. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Well, that was a pretty shaky save, all things considered. He gave 2 of those runs back here in the ninth, but he winds up getting the job done in the end, and that's all that really matters.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And a very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. That's how you want to get your season started.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 5-4. So long from Baltimore.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox: 5 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Orioles, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Miller. His record is now 1-0. Credit the save to Koji Uehara is first. Loss goes to Bud Norris. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance here at the ballpark this afternoon, 48,876. The Orioles would like to thank you for attending today's ball game and remind you to please drive home safely.